Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Almost said Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's the series that I've been recording much more frequently now, so I keep almost saying it instead. Anyways, last time we continued looking at how to do some more of the magic from the Tombstones mod. I continue to not understand most of it. We read through all the diary pieces, and they mean something. They're obviously leading towards some sort of ritual of some sort. I just don't know how to do it yet, and I cannot find any extra info to help. So that we're going to attempt to make some progress on, but I don't know if it's going to go anywheres. I have a random zombie villager captured. I figured why not? I can bring it back with an Ankh, presumably. Um, that sounded like one of the necromancers from Iron Spells, but I guess it could have just been like the weird thing where this just constantly gives fire resistance. Anyways, we got this thing this last time. This definitely isn't supposed to be tameable, but it is. So now we have it, and I have named it Ramses. It's just fitting the whole vibe where the baby one is called a Tut based on Tutankhamun. So it's sticking with pharaohs. Anyways, that was about it. Trying to figure out this mod and failing. Between episodes, I just let the game run for a little while, so we've built up a couple more of these. I'm gonna have to give in and go kill at least one more dragon at some point. I don't want to. I don't like that fight, but I will. And other than that, I've just done a little bit more landscaping around here. So this now has like a little bit of a path. This is looking a little bit nicer. I'm going to give it a proper arch at some point. We have a couple more graves just started along the way here. I made those because I wanted to see what they looked like. This is a bit better fleshed out, but obviously nowhere near ready. And the graveyard has been moved and set up on like this thing, which is now walled off and has some paths going all over the place. I think it's just starting to look a lot better now, just by doing that little thing and adding some pathing. But as you might have noticed as we were like sort of flying by, we do have a new friend here. We got a Grave Guardian to spawn. We were waiting for one of these things last time and it just wasn't happening. So we actually got pretty lucky. I think it's 2.5% chance every time there's a spirit spawn, but only if there's not already one. So pretty lucky getting it to spawn that quickly. Give this thing a Gios so that we don't lose it. And what do you trade for? If you'll give it blue eyes for frostbite arrows. You can buy grave dust, which is good. Lollipops for grave dust, lollipops for aquatic life, lollipops for stuff. Wow, it's just getting grave dust off of you. I was hoping for the Curse of Undeath pieces, whatever they're called. Not Curse of Undeath. What is it? It's these Essence of Undeath. That's right. I was hoping for it to be selling those, but I guess we're not that lucky. Okay. Those things are just like rare chance fishing. Dang it. It's not a great set of things. I guess I can get more grave dust, but I don't really need it, and I... Is there anything we can do with that Dust of Frost? Dust of Frost. Right-click to vanish, and that's it. It's just like a smoke bomb to just make you disappear, I'm assuming, and like freeze things around you. Okay, not that great. Could have been a lot cooler. What are these? Uh, Gateway of the First Frontier. Key rewards 3 affix items, 5 apothic gems, I'm warm fabric, and some cool stuff. Okay, so... so do like a wave spawn thing, fight them to get them. A gate pearl allows you to summon a gateway by using an odd block. It can only be used when the new gateway would not be too close to another gateway. Um, that's kind of cool, actually. I'll have to keep those in mind. It's not that expensive to make it, and what are rewards? Affix items, apothic gems, perfect gem dust. Um, None of that stuff seems too important, but it does look kind of cool. So, 3 giants for wave 1. Ooh, and then you can scroll through the waves. Craig the Eternal. Yeah, let me save that recipe. We'll do that at some point soon. So, Grave Guardian's here, little graveyard. Let's try something. Like, Elvira's diaries, which are in here. The first one says something about praying with the Ankh on a grave with a blue soul. Grave with blue soul. Charged has been cast on you. It doesn't appear to be, and now I have the 1 hour time thing again. I don't understand it. There is no info on these anywheres online. Like, literally, the only thing I could find was from like a week ago, and it's like, hey, does anyone have any info? And someone's like, nope. That's literally the only thing I could find. Although I did find another thing. Oh yeah, I also made these netherite sticks. They're basically like a builder's wands. They're pretty cool. I did find something that actually details a couple of rituals you can do with this thing. So, I'm not sure if there's a way to get the songs you need from this thing in-game. Actually, that's a pretty cool prayer we just got. Too bad it's so limited in time. I'm not sure if you can get this stuff in-game. But apparently there are 3 songs that I read that there's an actual reason for them. Although apparently 2 of them require something with coral, specifically dead coral, which I don't actually know how to get, so not sure about that. And then the third one's apparently tied to a different scroll thing or something. I don't know. I'll double check that and reread what it said. We might be able to do something with this flute, but I don't know. It's really just trying to figure out what on earth these things really mean. Still no idea why there's no gravestones. Slash locate. We tried this last time. Structure, tombstone, abandoned grave land. I'm not entirely sure why those things aren't spawning. As far as I can tell, based on the configs for tombstone and everything, they haven't been disabled, so I don't know. I don't know. There's a little bit of weirdness. Like some stuff should definitely have some info and it just doesn't. Unless it's hiding in here. I'm sure one of these is Tombstone. Um, you're traded Halloween Essence for Essence of Death with a Grave Guardian. Um, let me check. I'm sure Tombstone has something in here. Let me see if that's if that's hiding some knowledge that I haven't found elsewhere. So I found it. It just doesn't look like there's anything useful in here either. One of these is like reach high mastery. One of these, most of these things are just do prayers and whatnot, make the scrolls. Um, I guess I can try doing the impregnate thing. Like you can take a, let me pull up Tombstone. I, I'm probably going to take a break from this mod. There's just not enough info. Like most of the stuff is brand new and just nothing telling you how to use it or how to get it even. Lost tablet. I think. A great power long ago needs time for its magic to awaken. That could be cool. Rare chance fishing on most of these. Spectral wolf with a bone and a strange tablet combine in inventory. Um, I mean, I could do these things. Invites players to join you. Um, yeah, I could do some of this stuff. The impregnated diamond is specifically used to make receptacles of familiar, which when used with a bone needle will get you a receptacle with whatever DNA you want attached to it. So that if one of your things dies that is that, you can revive it. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I just don't know. There's obviously more cool stuff to be seen with this mod. I just don't know how to access it. Like most of this stuff doesn't have recipes or info on how to get it. Book of Magic Impregnation strengthens with magic and item. I guess we can try this. I saw the impregnated diamond and assumed that that was like the important thing it was talking about. But maybe this thing is good too. So grab out diamonds, lapis, and a book. Diamonds, lapis, a book, and grave dust. I forgot an important recipe, a step in the recipe. Um, a book of where is it? Book of magic impregnation. Make a book. Make paper. There we go. Um, I love how I have everything but paper apparently, and just have to keep going through the make a book step. Um, Let's see. Right-click on a grave soul with this book in the offhand and enchantable item in the main hand. Um, I guess we'll try it, and we'll use a blue soul, just because. Magic books can only enchant with offhand. This... Okay, switched it around. Your knowledge of death has increased, +2, magic impregnation, ancient knowledge. This enchanted item has been imbued. You use the magic of a blue soul, and you are impregnated with magic an item. The enchanted item has been imbued. And be imbued 1 of 1. What does that mean? I don't... What changed? I don't actually see anything different. Does this talk about imbuing items? No, that's the wrong thing. Hmm. Compendium, magic items, imbuing, magic books of Grave Soul, magic items, perks, Book of Soulbound, Scribe, Repairing Oblivion, Magic Impregnation. Enchant or strengthen the magic contained in certain enchantable items as well as arrows. Enchantments. Also allows you to obtain enchantments on your equipment as well as improve. The Book of Magic Impregnation also allows you to obtain enchantments on your equipment as well as improve existing ones. Um, uh, huh. Huh. What does that mean, though? What, what does that actually mean? We already have most of these enchantments. Um, Blessing. Hmm. I mean, can we enchant our arrow? Can I make another one of those things and enchant the arrow we use with the with the chaotic bow? Why did I never gave that thing? Hold on, I could have sworn I reforged this thing and gave it upgrade. No, I upgraded it to a chaotic bow and it lost all that stuff. Interesting, I didn't register that at the time. So that needs to be fixed again. That would explain why it got weaker after upgrading. But let's make a couple more of those magic books, shall we? And let's just try it on the arrow. Like, I don't think we can enchant this thing normally. But if we were to, say, imbue it, would it get stronger? Oh, it helps if I open the right thing. Um, let's see. Book of Magic Impregnation just needs another book, just needs more paper, which I am apparently out of. Do I have books over here? I'm too scatterbrained for this. I'm still failing to understand this mod at all. Like, I'm apparently just missing something important. Book of Magic Impregnation. Why did I just take all the books? So if I put this in the offhand and do this, will this work? You need an enchantable item in your main hand. No. Power 5, Flame, Infinity, Decrepitude. So we have all those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 things, 5, 5, 2, all that stuff. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. So that's really good, actually. It didn't adjust the max attack damage, it says there, but it did go up to power 8, and all of its enchantments got like 3 extra levels that could. Does the same thing happen with Morgan? I'm fairly sure it did, and I just missed it. Okay, okay, so that is apparently much better than I thought it was going to be, maybe. Um, Hold on, I didn't think to test this, but pull out this. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit of an upgrade. Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit stronger than it was before. Just a tad bit. Oh, okay. That didn't really look like much. It didn't seem that strong, but as soon as you actually use it in a more test-like manner to actually attempt to see how strong it is, It starts to show. It starts to show real well. Okay. So we want to use that Book of Impregnation on any piece of armor, on literally everything, I think. Okay. So cool. I guess I'll save that recipe. Imp. There's not many things called with the name impregnation in the mod pack, so that's a little bit easy to find. Hmm. Is there anything else I can think of? Oh yes, I still need to go pull up that thing I saw with like music with like the songs that apparently this thing can play. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so I have it pulled up and I did some searching and I finally found some info about some extra stuff in the change logs for things. But apparently, the said thing I found, I don't know if I can do, because the 3 songs I'm about to play are each tied to different rituals, which there apparently are other, words are hard, there are apparently 2 other sets of these. One of them is Ergo's something or other, and then the other one is something about coral. And the Ergo's thing is this third ritual thing song we're about to play, and then the other 2 are choral stuff, so I don't know if it's even gonna work. But let's just try this. The Heal Dead Coral. I don't think this is gonna work because we haven't found the scrolls to do it. But oh, successful melody. You played the melody well, but nothing happens. Cool. I mean, I like the idea of this, but if I can't actually get the things to make it work, there's no real purpose in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What didn't get read? But what? F, H, J, H, G, F, D, S. There we go. Successful melody. You need to find all parts of the choral chant. Oh, okay, so the Heal Dead Coral one, the one that failed, that one is Heal Dead Coral, and it only works if you're surrounded by dead coral, I would imagine. I might have a couple of dead coral blocks in like a chest somewhere, I suppose I should check. That was, you need to find all parts of the coral chant. Apparently that one, you need to find an aquatic abandoned grave and get the first part of the thing. The problem, those have apparently been turned off, or they're just broken and won't spawn in. So this mod, half of this mod is unusable then. Cool. Coral. That's out of curiosity. That's a pot. Why did that pop up when I searched coral? This is so laggy trying to search in these boxes for some reason. That's a pot. Oh, decorated, I guess. I thought I might have like a single piece of this stuff, but I guess not. Okay, so nothing there. There might be some dead coral in the thing. There's one more song to play. We're gonna get another pop-up saying it's not gonna work though. Uh, that was a misclick. D G H U H F G D. And you need to find all parts of Erdos's fragments. Okay. Hmm. So that's cool. Too bad we can't actually use it, and that's apparently the only 3 uses of this flute. Huh. Why? If you specifically need this thing for parts of the mod pack, I don't know why they just turn them off. So I'm gonna assume it's something's breaking and they're just not spawning properly. In which case, how would I go about fixing that? Abandoned grave. Um, is there a dimension I didn't try looking for? Overworld. I tried it in the overworld. I tried it in another. I think I tried it in the end, but I can double check. Aether, mining, beyond. Reality marble, bumble zone. I guess I can head to every dimension that we have access to right now and just try that command again. I really want to see everything I can, but I just don't know if it's... I don't know if it's in the cards right now. Hmm. Where are, like, structures spawning, tied in ATM? I don't actually know. Um, it might be worth taking a look through all of the, like, folders and all the configs and whatnot to try and find some way to fix it, because I don't know right now. Let me check all the different dimensions real quick, and we'll just see. Maybe they're only spawning in, like, the Twilight Forest or something. Okay, so it's been, like, 40 minutes. So... Wow, that's a lot of phantoms. The abandoned graves. Those have just straight up been removed from ATM, apparently. They're still in the base mod, and if we were playing with tombstones on its own, we could go find them. But apparently they had a habit of giving you, like, unobtainium gear or upwards, so that's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing that those were disabled. But if there's specific loot that you can't get anywhere else, then maybe just adjust the loot table and not completely remove them. Yeah. Anyways, that was a thing. So, through much trial and error and many failed attempts, I have managed to give myself the 2 fragments that are required only, that you can only get through those chests. I have only given part 1 of each. I'm hoping that you can legitimately get the other 4 after you acquire the first one. I can't find any info on that fact, but just in case, all it would take would be for me to go in and change this number from content part 1 to content part 2. And these 3 are just failures. These will just get, like, tossed away into some lava pit at some point. So, all of that work, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. The Choral Chant, Part 1. And yes, they are working perfectly fine. I wasn't sure how it would work with spawning them in. The Muffled Chant. Found in an abandoned underwater tomb trapped in stone, the scroll has resisted the water as if the sea itself kept it readable. They have no voice, no moan, no cry, but the silence they leave behind is heavier than mourning. The ancient reefs carried the breath like a song. Each branch, each polyp formed a voice in an underwater choir. And when those voices faded, the sea grew colder, more mute. The watcher of the dunes bore no tools, no offerings. Only a flute with spiraled patterns, engraved with symbols worn by salt. They said it made no sound unless one simply blew. One day he learned to play, not with skill, but with care. The stupid little gnat won't leave me alone. And when the right sequence echoed in the hollow of a shore, a dead coral shivered, then regained its color. He did not understand immediately, but he knew the song held something ancient, a forgotten chord, a fluid memory, that only a few living beings could still make resonance. If you read these words, it means the flute is in your hands. Listen, the dead do not cry. Stupid little fly. The dead do not cry, but around you some fragments await the bright breath. You do not heal with gestures, you recall a note to the world. At the bottom of the scroll, a strange sequence of letters stretches out, like a hidden melody. EGECFAFD. So that's the actual notes you would play. And realistically, you would have to write those down to actually remember them. EGECFAFD. So EGECFDED, I think. Okay, I got it wrong, but you get the gist. That was the first one. That's the coral rejuvenating thing. I'm sure I had, like, a single piece of dead coral at some point. Does it have a crafting recipe? I kind of want to just try this. Dead... No. But I did gather... Trombone player. Okay. I thought that's a tombstone. I was like, that was fitting. But if you place a coral block out of water, it will eventually die, right? That's a thing that happens, I think. Yep, there we go. Um, so let me pull up the thing here. Do I still have it open? Yes, I do. Cool. So, heal dead coral. FHFSGJGD. You played the melody and nothing happened. So do you literally have to be surrounded? Like, would I have to take like 8 pieces and go like this then? I guess we'll try it. So, let's see. Are we actually going to get some of the magic to work properly from this mod? H, F, S, G, J, G, D. So that's how it's supposed to work. It's not. It's not working, but that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, so are we actually going to get something from this mod to work? The answer is of course no. Like, of course the answer is no. Why would the answer be anything but no? Cool, whatever. Yeah, this mod has potential. It has cool magic stuff in it, and I do like this system. It's just... Also, what's with the new branch tier thing? There's this new branch tier thing, and I just do not get it. Um... Enchantment improves book, enchantments extracted. That makes your tablets better. That makes casting a bit better. Controlled undead. We're not doing controlled undead with this run. Gladiator would be nice. I mean, that's really good, but I wanted this. Branched here, not unlocked. Now that didn't unlock it either. I didn't actually really want that. I just don't understand it. Uh, Wait, do we have a new thing there? Oh, that's just the Halloween symbol. So technically, yes. Um, cool. So we have that. We got the other ones just by killing a bunch of undead, and eventually we just gathered more things. So it might be a case where if we kill more undead now, we have unlocked the ability to gain more. I don't know. Anyways, let's read up on the first part of Erdos's fragments. Fragments of Erdos, Part 1, The Silent Breath. I never left a name behind. Some saw me walk, others passed me without knowing. I always preferred the places where I wasn't expected. This world overflows with voices, yet few truly listen. The living cry out their knowledge, but the earth it remains, or remembers. I began to listen to the stones, not those of grand halls, but the ones that sleep, half buried, marked by erosion and silence. Some bear engravings, others do not, and yet they all resonate. I walked for years, perhaps centuries. I've forgotten. My path was not a quest, but an erasure. I didn't seek to add to the world, only to preserve what it was losing. I found graves no one remembered, graves that expected nothing. To them I offered what I could, listening, and sometimes I answered. There are things no quill can write, fragments too fragile to be bound to a book, so I tied them another way. This stupid fly will not leave me alone. I shaped scrolls from memory. Not mine, no, but those floating in the air, clinging to regrets, to moments, to final breaths. These scrolls are neither magical nor safe. They flicker dimly, like candles close to extinguishing. They do not wait to be read, they wait to be absorbed. Those who find them may see experience, but those who understand will see keys. Now you hold this first fragment. You found it in a forgotten place. Perhaps you were meant to come, or perhaps chance did what rituals dared not. But if you wish to follow this thread, if you wish to approach what I once glimpsed, you must consume what others have left. Not to rise above, but to lower yourself into their silence. Hmm. Each scroll absorbed makes a string tremble, one I thought I had broken. When you've made this gesture, not once, but more than once, other memories will follow you. Perhaps a second fragment, perhaps another trace. But nothing comes to one who lets nothing go. Memory is not a gift, it is an exchange. To remember, one must first learn to lose. Okay, so this one works differently. You must consume what others have left, not to rise above, but to lower yourself into their silence. Um, so let's see, and it's not one, but more than one. Can you drink the essence of undeath? No. Can you eat grave dust? I don't think so. Is it talking about rotten flesh? I could see it maybe meaning rotting flesh. Although I'm gonna have to, obviously, I'm gonna have to lose some hunger for that, which means turning off this machine for a bit and trying to work through that stuff because I have not felt hunger in a long time in this game. So, oh yeah, easy way to lose hunger is that thing stopped running. Oh yeah, I no longer take fall damage. Um, take that off. We Okay, that works. Um, there we go. So eat one rotten fresh, one rotten flesh. Eat two rotten flesh. Okay, that is not what it meant. Okay, so it must mean something else that you can eat that someone left behind. Although what that could be, um, hmm. Is there any other hint? There are things no quill can bound. You must consume what others have left, not to rise above, but to lower yourself to their silence. Um, that's Tombstone. I do like the puzzle elements, but I do wish I had a little bit more to work with. But others have left. You can't eat grave dust. There's no like other food items from this mod. So it's I don't know. And Coral Chant. Does this give any idea about how to earn the next piece? I do not think so. I would have imagined it would be playing that song, but it didn't work. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This mod feels like it has potential, but half of it's just been disabled by ATM, and half of it, I'm either just not getting or it's not working. It could go either way. Um, and out of curiosity, these talk about going to like 5 different graves, and I think each grave has like a color associated to them, right? Apparently the ancient graves that have been disabled also have 5 different colors attached to them, which makes me think that we might not be able to do this one either. Um, let's, uh, yeah, this whole thing is about her traveling to different locations and going to half-submerged grave without a name at the edge of a hollow tree. Um, I am the one the water forgot. Yep, yep. I think all 3 of these just do not work in ATM. I think they're all attached to the abandoned graveyards, and those have all been disabled. So I don't think we can actually do any of this, and all of this was just a waste of time, which is really annoying. Like I've tried looking through all the configs to see how to re-enable them, and I think they might have actually adjusted the mod to remove them, not the config, the mod itself. I don't know how to fix it. Like I've found the config where they're supposed to be enabled and they're just not spawning. So I have no idea. I don't think we can do any of these, which is really infuriating because I was really excited to do them. Um, hmm. I don't know. I'm just annoyed with it at this point. Um, do we just leave everything in this backpack right here and just go do something else for a little bit? Or am I calling this episode here? It's late. I've been working on this for several hours, so I don't even know. Um, just disable all of that. Oh yeah, I do actually have an endstone times 5. I've been working on like compressing all the different things, like compressing dirt and diamonds, because we're going to need like really high compressed blocks for all of these. Although diamonds currently only sitting at a 3 times right now. The only one that I've managed to make it to the final amount we need is endstone. This 5 times is going to get used for the dimensional seed, so it goes up in the ATM chest, or barrel, I suppose. I think it's the only piece we have for this right now. Oh, wait, no, we do have the miniature one there, so there's another piece technically. And just because it's in here, I don't really need a 4 times endstone, but whatever. I guess we get one. And you can just sit in there. Cool. It's technically progress towards the ATM star. It's, you know what? I'm just gonna end things here. Yeah, it's just a short one. It's very late. I am very annoyed. At least we got our little graveyard buddy. And eventually they might update and fix this mod, or ATM will revert it and actually make it so you can play it properly. I'm hoping. I'd, I think there might be little bits and pieces that we can manage, but most of it is just not accessible right now. So that makes it kind of hard to actually care. Good job, my guardian friend. Oh, you don't go in there. You go over here. Oh yeah, I did actually get a new Ars spell as well from one of these books. I don't know where I got it, but oh yeah, I picked up a green backpack from a creeper I killed. It is unknown whether the original author of this spell survived its first casting, or if she was replaced by one of her some simulacra in the ensuing chaos. Don't think too hard about it. So what do we have? We have simul Simulmancer's Storm, Projectile, Decoy, Orbit, Summon Decoy, Orbit, Linger, Orbit, Summon Decoy, Lightning. That's a lot of Summon Decoy. So on hit, it will summon a decoy, which will orbit, summon a different one. Um, you know what? Just do. Oh, it summons. It summons me, and then there's. What is the what is the purpose of the spell? Why does the spell exist? Why? Why does it exist? Summon an army of clones and immediately summon Thor to destroy everything. Oh. Oh, it's basically summoning an army of clones and then using said clones as essentially lightning rods is basically the gist of it. It's so stupid. I love it. It's so stupid. I love it. Hold on. Now I'm actually curious. Ow. What is the best mob to test this on? Hmm. Wardens have a decent amount of health, and I don't know how much damage they take from lightning. So let's just see. This thing is gonna spawn like a small army of wardens real quick. Let's just see. Some sort of magic can go right this episode. Come on. Come on. Eventually, it will summon an army of wardens. Eventually. Why is it that every time I pull out the warden spawner, I get the maximum spawn delay? There it is. Ow, 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 ow! Why did they all immediately teleport over to me and start hitting me with lightning? It did several hundred damage. That is good, I guess. I don't know. That's well, Wardens also have a decent chunk of armor. So you know what? That's a relatively decent spell. You know what? I was complaining about none of our spellcraft going well today. I suppose technically we did super upgrade the bow and the Morgan. They did get real good upgrades this time. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.